Hello my rice farmers, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be taking a look at my Works Customs Hi-Capa. So I've owned this for 2 years now. There's not a lot of reviews that show you how the gun or product is working after the review, after a couple while. So this will be a special review because you don't see this a lot on YouTube. I'll be reviewing it from how it looks like after 2 years of using it. So we're going to first be talking about the externals. So we're not going to talk about that too much because the external varies on all of the user. So for my externals, I have a lot of small dents on my slide, and my lower receiver doesn't have much scratches, but on the lower receiver I have a couple scratches here, and the gold touch is slowly fading away, like my beaver tail safety. And my magwell is doing fine, just a little couple minor scratches, and my fiber optics are glowing and shining beautifully. So other than that, everything's going well. Now we're going to be moving on to the internals. So I'm going to be lying a mat, so I don't want to ruin my Shiba Inu mat. Alright, so now we'll be spending way more time in the internals. Alright, so when we take it apart, we can easily notice how the slide is easily scratched on the bottom here, where the spring guide housing is housed. And you can also see how when we take it apart, so I have a 4.3 spring guide in here currently. When we take the insides all apart, we can see how the slide is fairly beat up, especially on the area where the outer barrel is having contact with the slide itself, and we have lots of scratches where the slide magazine catches on the slide lock, excuse me, and we also have multiple scratches on the nozzle naturally, especially along the area where the hammer contacts. And for the review, we'll be looking at also the outer barrel. The outer barrel, I'm very disappointed. It's kind of iffy on it. It does have a thread adapter on it, so I put a Wii thread adapter on it. And the one thing that I'm not liking on it is I have Teflon tape right here. This Teflon tape is made for keeping the outer barrel together. I actually have these two things holding it together. These two things are actually holding it together. And after extensive shooting, yes, you just saw it, the outer barrel literally falls off. So all I have is a tiny bit of the outer barrel and the hop-up unit, and then the rest just falls off. And this white stuff is Teflon tape that I try to hold on. Nothing can hold this together. I literally put super glue, Teflon tape, duct tape, nothing's working. I don't know if you can see it, but I have lots of bits of super glue on it, so I'm very disappointed with the outer barrel. Now moving on to the hop-up unit. The hop-up unit I'm also very disappointed at. The screws already came stripped, so come on, ArmorWorks, do a better job of that. Like, I want to change these buckings, but I can't, and I'm really willing not to spend $30 on a new hop-up, especially accepting the fact that this gun is not going so well. Too far. Then we also have a little bit of scratches on the spring guide rod. So right here, it did come with a follower and a guider for the spring. And then I'm using a 4.3 because I short stroke it, but right now it's not short stroked for the sake of the review. Now moving on to slide, like I said, already scratches, and I'll be taking it apart to just the nozzle, and we'll take a look at that. The screw that you have just unscrewed, like so. After that, give your slide a little whack, and then it should fall off, like so. Alright, now we can already see how the housing nozzle has minor scratches. The spring, doing fine. I think the nozzle housing is just doing fine. We open it up, we can see the insides So, yes. Now we'll be moving on to the lower receiver. So I'm going to move these parts gently, making sure I don't lose them. Alright. Now we're moving on to lower receiver. Lower receiver, I have a couple scratches along here where the slide contacts, which is normal. And I have a couple scratches here. And I also have this one thing that's been wearing out. This is from, you can see a circular object here. This is from the fake striker, and it has affected right here. And there's a dent here now, and there's also another dent right here from it hitting the base of the lower receiver, like so. So each time it shoots, hits it. And at first this wasn't here, but now it's here because it's just hitting it. So now there's a little indent here from just the excessive force of the hammer hitting it. And the other thing that I don't like about this is I have to take out the leaf spring, bend it back, and there's 3 leaf spring areas. I have to push one forward, and I have to do a bunch of that all the time just to keep this gun running in prime condition. So it can get fairly annoying. So far the review's not going so well, but this is how it looks like after 2 years. Alright, now we're going to be conducting the shooting test. Let's conduct that shooting test, but before we do, I just want to let you know the gas I'm using propane, and I will also be using 0.20 gram biodegradable BBs, and let's fill these mags up. Alright, now we'll just wait for them to warm up, and let's conduct the shooting phase. Alright, so the first test is going to be gas efficiency. We'll be shooting very fast, so we get the most minimum result. You might be thinking, why? Well, if we get the minimum result, that means that in a game situation, you'll know that you're going to get numbers higher than this. So we're going to do the worst case scenario of gas efficiency. So we're just going to pepper it up. This is what I absolutely hate about this gun. After owning for 2 years, I can't stand it. Hammer locks up. This was the first time. So shot 30 rounds successfully, but after that, doesn't slide back all the way. It's half cycling, like it's short stroked. And the mag is nearly empty. Not a lot of gas came out. This is what I hate about this. So, gas efficiency, garbage. Come on, Armor Works. Like, you had one job. Yeah, gas efficiency. We'll give this handgun another try. And by the way, I do warm up these mags before the test. So the last short mag, I also warmed up. So please don't go down in the comments and be like, you didn't warm your mag enough, because I warmed it up. This is room temperature. This is warm now. This is warm. So we're going to give this a second try. And for best results, I have put these in the freezer so as much gas can fit in it. And then I've warmed up. So I'm giving Armor Works the best chance ever. And it's not performing the way I want it to. So let's see if it'll truly gas efficient. Trigger locks up. We have like hardly, I think this is more than 30. I think I only shot 20 rounds out of the 52 we have. And hammer locks up. Do you really think this will get you places in airsoft games? Imagine, you're rushing someone, you know, speed soft style. You're rushing, and then your hammer locks up on you, and you're like, oh crud. Cool, I'm shooting again, but then it does that. And a chalk slip, even though she's gonna. Let's try it again. Full auto. That was weird. Now it doesn't even lock back. This is out of BBs. It's not locking up. Half stroking. There you go. Horrible. Horrible. I'm done. Let's just move on to the accuracy test. Boy, these results are beautiful. Alright, so this is going to be our grouping / accuracy test. We'll be taking 10 shots, if it can even take 10 shots. It's from the results of the efficiency test, doesn't look like it's gonna do it. Oh yeah, one thing, I hate this gun when it racks the slide. So whenever I rack the slide, even though there's BBs in the magazine, watch what happens. Look at this, what is this? Not realistic. Usually with a real gun, I'd be able to rack it, but nope. Only with the mag release. Anyways, I'm not gonna be testing my accuracy. I'll be setting it on here, so there's less hand movement as possible. And I'm not testing the accuracy of me, but the gun. Alright, we'll be taking 10 steady shots. And notice how I'm not moving the gun. Right? Well, at least it locked up when we're shooting slow, but in a real game, you're not going to be shooting that slow. Alright, let's go check the results out. So the furthest shot we've had was 17 centimeters, and we've had 10 shots, but only 8 have hit, so 8 out of 10, so I'd give it a B for hitting the paper, and for not moving the fiber optic and keeping it still. Like I said, you'll probably get a little area of 229.5 square meters there, so expect to be hitting this space, so inside this space somewhere. And I'm a little disappointed how there aren't any in the middle. I don't, kind of disappointed how there's no results where it's like kind of close to each other like that, and you have a little scatter plot. And with the cluster, like, these are all outliers pretty much. Like, none of these, they're all like antisocial, like they're all like away from each other, and except for these two. But other than that, like, they're all scattered. Like, it's way too inconsistent for keeping it still on an ammo box and not budging it. So accuracy, I would give this a C-, bro. Like, C-. C, that's just disgusting. Get this out of here. Alright, moving on. This has been the Armor Works Hi-Capa Customs pistol review. So in conclusion, I believe that this pistol is not worth the money, and you should definitely spend that money for some other gas blowback pistol. I believe the other solutions can be Tokyo Marui. Even though the pistol is made out of ABS polymer, you will not be disappointed. The internal parts make up for it. The internals can outperform many gas blowback pistols so far in the market, and they are still number one for my opinion, and the performance is amazing, which makes up for the external build quality. You will not be disappointed. So please spend it on Tokyo Marui, and it will not disappoint. As long as you don't spend your money on Armor Works, you'll make your wallet feel a little bit better about not wasting it on garbage. Alright, Rice TV signing out. Thank you for watching.